I'm 50, and I've been a senior pastor 25 years. And the first church that we planted, I was 25 years of age. And I pulled together the original core group. This is a group of people that you're hoping want to do what you're asking them to do, and you hope that they're nice, and you hope that it works out. But you just don't know. So you pull them together, and you cast your vision. I was 25, and I wrote out the vision. It was over 40 points. Here's 40 big things we're going to do to change the world. And there was like 30 people, so I had more points than people. It was kind of a big vision. And they're all looking at me like, that's a lot right there. And so after the meeting, most of my core group left. They all went outside to smoke cigarettes because they're all punk rock kids. They had no money or ambition. There was one guy, however, did come up and he wanted to talk to me. He's like, I want to talk to you about your vision. I was like, okay, good. Here's my guy. He's probably going to write $1 million check, give his life to Christ, and he'll write a book about me. This will be awesome. Instead, he comes up and what he says is, I didn't like your list. I was like, really? The one guy who wanted to talk to me came up to discourage me. He was a religious guy. I said, well, what's wrong with my list? He said, first of all, it's too long. That's a lot of things. I was like, well, I know, I'm 25. Like, I got a 50-year run. I'm trying to put some stuff on the to-do list, you know? And he said, plus it demonstrates a lack of faith in God. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, plant a church and write books and do this and do that. He said, it just shows me you don't really trust God. I was like, what do you mean I don't trust God? I got a whole list of stuff. He's like, no. If you trusted God, you wouldn't have a list. You wouldn't need to do all this. You just trust God to work it out. If God wants to save people, he'll save people. If God wants to get stuff done, he'll get stuff done. He doesn't need you. Kind of rebuked me. And so I thought, okay, great. Maybe I don't trust God. Should I have a plan? Should I be ambitious? Should I be aggressive? Should I be asking other people to join what I believe God has called me to do? And I came to the conclusion, I do trust God. I trust that God saved me. I trust that God called me. I trust that God has a great future and a destiny that I can invite other people to pursue with me together. I trust God for all of this. That's why I'm going to get busy and I'm going to stay active and I'm going to move forward. But his was an excuse. And sometimes when you hear that God is in charge, that God is in control, that God's got this, it can lead to an attitude of laziness or indifference. It can even lead to a life of sort of passivity, and there's an excuse for, I just trust God, as if people who were getting up and going to work didn't. And they trust God too.